All right, welcome back. I am going to go ahead and show how to actually get into solving a problem and go through the process of it. I'm going to show you how you can do a similar problem, what happens when you get it wrong, what happens when you get it right, and hopefully that will be helpful for folks who are trying to get comfortable with using MyMathLab. Again, there's several places you can go to get to the assignments. This is one of them. This would give you all the optional assignments as well, which would be your optional videos. There is this where you go to the actual calendar, right, and it will tell you that you have homework that's due by this day, 11:59 at night, midnight. It has to be complete, otherwise you may be subject to penalty. And then there's the current assignments where it spells it out one by one and tells you what the due date is, and we go from there. So anyway, I'm going to go in here and I am going to work on the assignment. Now, I've done a couple of these questions. I've gotten a couple of them right. I have this last one I haven't done. Let's just say I was like, okay, I got this one. I really understood it, but this one I'm not so sure about. It's like I got it right, but I don't know why I got it right. So let's go back in and let's see here. Yeah, we're going to leave that. So we're going to go into the assignment. And I'm going to select similar question. All right, I'm going to move this up just a tiny bit. All right, so you can see the similar question button. You can go ahead and click that button and it will give you another opportunity to make the attempt to figure out what's going on. They want rational numbers but not integers, so I'm going to skip everything that's like just a plain old number. You can look into what rational numbers are. That's going to be in the lesson coming up. Let's say I've got this, and I say this, and this, and then I say this one. Okay, it's a repeating decimal. It has a pattern to it, so I'm thinking, okay, that's a repeating decimal. So let's go ahead and check their answer. And they tell me it's incorrect. All right, so now I need to go back and take a look. And here's where I realize, oh, I made a mistake. This is a pattern, but it is not repeating. It doesn't go 1 2 1 2 1 2. It goes 1 2 1 2 2 1 2 2 2. Right? That's a pattern, but it's not exactly repeating. So in this case, I'm going to take this off, and I'm going to check my answer. It says I've still got an error. So somewhere here I have not selected one, and that would be this one right here. So here's my final check on this one. And I have solved this one. Now I get it. Okay, now I'm doing a little better at it. So I can click the next question. Let's say I did it and I didn't feel comfortable doing it again or moving on to the next thing. So I'm going to go back and try again. I'm going to do a similar question. And this time I'm going to just kind of zip through this. Again, we have that we don't want integers. I'm not going to pick that or that. There's this and this. That's not an integer. That's not an integer. Okay, so I'm going to check my answer. And it's incorrect. I have something that's missing, and I know that. But I'm going to actually go back and pretend that, oh, I must have clicked on something that I shouldn't have. So now I'm going to go back and take that off for whatever reason. Okay, whatever justification in my head. I think I've got it, that I made too many choices and now I realize I didn't. Okay, now I still have a problem. And so let's say I do this and I do this because, okay, just because. So I'm going to go ahead and check my answer. In this case, I get it wrong. Okay, and if you take a look, it doesn't actually give me the opportunity to click the button. There's normally a button over here that will say check answer again, right? Now we're going to save the best score, right? You want to save this attempt or the best score. You want to save the best score. That will keep the grade that you have in there, all right? and you can go a similar question, do it again, or you can move on to the next one. If you were to get the next one wrong, and I'm intentionally going to get that wrong, I'm going to do this and check my answer. Not enough. I'm going to do this and check my answer. And again, I got it wrong. And here I'm going to do, let's go ahead and do our final check. I've got it wrong. Because this was the first attempt on it, I haven't gotten it correct. It will tell me I can either move on or okay if I'm at the last one, or I can go back and do a similar question. All right? And so I would do this over and over again until I get it 100%. There's no reason anybody should not have 100% on the homework. And since it's such a big piece of your grade for me, that is something that you're going to want to do. All right? I think I'm going to stop this here, and I'll see if we can move on to the actual lesson.